I was gonna rip his heart out. I'm the best ever. I'm the most brutal and vicious and most ruthless champion there's ever been. There's no one can stop me. Lynx is a conqueror. No, I'm Alexander. He's no Alexander. I'm the best ever. There's never been anybody as ruthless. I'm Sonny Liston. I'm Jack Dempsey. There's no one like me. I'm from their claw. There's no one that can match me.
No affiliation, why they faking? This ain't for debating. We the real, they really imitation. I be contemplating why this ain't no like heavy rotation on radio stations. I just pray the Lord give me patience, cause I'm running through these rappers like my name Walter Payton. Shitting on these rappers, 9 to 5 is my occupation. Raw, you come in with your best troops, you best bring more. Already told you I got the juice like a Renthal. Already know what I'm about to do, bet your men fall. Everyone know that we got the truth, all your men falls. So boss, overtaking our enemies. Moves calculated and orchestrated like symphonies. Smooth operated when bringing haters to misery. Top 5 list ain't shit unless you mention me. Yeah, that's why we don't associate. Fuck niggas making more fuck niggas. Why they procreate? Why they overhate? Cause they time is short and a moment late. Let it culminate to they heart erasing and palpitate. Cowards perpetrate like they little group is respectable. Talking intellectual, all of you homosexuals, faggots.
There's no one like me. I'm from their claw. There's no one that can match me. My style is impetuous. My defense is impregnable. And I'm just ferocious. I want your heart. I want to eat his children.
I don't want to congregate. I don't want to deal with you. I don't want to fellowship. I ain't trying to build with you. Ain't the UPK, ain't the truth. Keep it real with you. Defenders of the faith, I got no problem bumping heads with you. All that bullshit, you can take it over there with you. Rather be a houseboy. Rather run with them field niggas. Show them to put in work. Move mountain, crush hills, nigga. Take a dead soul. Breathe life and make it live, nigga. No affiliation, so it's no one to compare with us. Took the Lord's laws and just added it with fear, nigga. Aim for the body, cause you know that killer head quicker. With these bars, I'm on my grizzly, so bear witness. You spit cold, I spit flu. Don't compare sickness. You floss diamond, I floss fringes. Don't compare dentists. You PK, we men the wall shit. We ain't Christian. Harm one of us, get pistol whipped like the gun got a belt with it. I'm bred different. The competition just a mill. I'm fed different. I stood front line on them fields. I bled different. I'd rather be a corpse than a coward. I'm led different. Shit, I'm led different. Come through like a juggernaut, so don't get in the way. And we take everything serious. We don't play. I wonder now what they gon' say. Shit, we make profits out of shooters like the NBA. You get slayed for switching sides, nigga. We ain't on the same page. Immaculate conception. Wow. These niggas bitch made. I'm sticking with the foundation where my bricks laid. You switch sides, I'd rather switch cage. You was never with us, nigga. Just know we on mission, nigga. Right hand hold the scriptures, nigga. Left hip hold the pistol, nigga. How you want it? You can get it spiritual or physics, nigga. Wrong ones to come against, so bring an army with you. No affiliation. When you see us, make the difference with us. No affiliation. When you see us, know we different, nigga. No affiliation. So no, you can't kick it with us. The wrong ones to come against, bring an army with you.
All right, Israel, clap it up. All right. Okay, let's see what we're gonna get into today. All right. What you got? Anybody got any questions? You understand? Shalom Yahweh Shema Thabah Shema Washah. Any questions, Barak Wanah? Hit up the questions. It would be helpful to call the number 720-835-5244. PIN number 61189 #. It should be in there, in like Flynn on that. Questions. The 12 tribes is under attack. Okay? We are under attack in this nation. You understand? Around the globe. Okay? What we need now, you understand, is to come together. We need to come together like yesterday. Okay? Because we don't have anything left. This kingdom is over. You don't know that this kingdom is over? Right. This thing right here has gone too far. That's right. It's gone too far for too long, and we got to wake up, okay? Because the next thing, you understand, is going to be war in these streets, right? The war for your mind, you understand, is damn near lost. Because you still not getting the point that what the Lord is doing to America right now is showing the end of your captivity. And you don't want to wake up. You don't want to leave America alone and come into your own nation. This is time for you. Allow. Yeah, I can take some water. Give me a couple bottles of water. We got to do better. Okay, we got to come up out of this place. Let me start with that. Let me get Revelations 18 and 4 first. I'm going to read that. Like, we don't get it. We really got to get out of our own way and realize that a change is coming. Your life is not going to be ever again the same. That's what you must understand. It's going to be for the best, for the better, or for the worse. Okay? You need to seek, you understand, the Spirit of the Lord, which is found in the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. You got to do that, or you're going to be short. You're not going to have the proper counsel and guidance. Okay? Let me start at verse 1, Revelation 18 and 1. And after these things, I saw another angel come down from heaven, having great power, and the earth was lightened with his glory. And he cried mightily with a strong voice throughout, saying, Babylon the Great is fallen. You understand? This kingdom right here is Babylon, stylized as Babylon, and bringing all nations together. Okay? This place right here is Babylon the Great. This is the daughter of Babylon. Okay? It's Sodom and it's Egypt. It's all three and all of the major empires that have had rule over the children of Israel in our sin. Okay? This place is falling. Okay? It's falling fast. Okay? We got to stop. We got to stop. It says, and it's become the habitation of devils and the whole of every foul spirit. Okay? You not seeing what you dealing with. You dealing with a bunch of spirits and devils that are here put in the place to drag you down to hell with them. There's no way in hell that they going down alone. That's what you fail to realize. Okay? You got to be seeing the devil from a mile away at this point in time. He got a target on his ass. You understand? He's so, bad with you. You should, be deathly afraid of the Most High continuing to allow this man to destroy you. We ain't afraid of the so-called white man in this school because we know who the oppressor is. You understand? These fools got on the internet talking about, these big head niggas talking about that they should stop playing the video. Is you crazy? Is you crazy? You understand? Before Rodney King, when the first video came out showing a nigga getting his ass whooped, what was going on? You understand? Untold atrocities was going on with us, with our oppressor ruling over us with vigor. You understand? And rigor. He was destroying us silently and quietly, unseen and unheard. You understand? I could imagine you just thinking it's a normal day one day, and you understand? Somebody come to your door and say, Jimmy gone. Jimmy is gone. Okay? You should know that right there, you understand? You got no answer, no questions answered, no nothing. Right? They might find your body. They might find your body. Because no telling what he was doing with you back then. Yeah. Now, how in the hell can a big head nigga get on the internet and tell the mother or tell the people to stop sharing the video of how they brutally murdered the brother that was running down the street. How they brutally destroyed Aubrey. You understand? Hunted him down in the street. And a big head nigga got the nerve to open up his mouth and say, stop playing the video, stop sharing the video. Like, they don't understand the least bit of what it is to have the oversight. They're a bunch of hirelings, right? Like, what did Emmett Till's mother do? What did she do? Her son was where?
Her son.
Get a mic, brother. I will push on. They over there. What did Emmett Till's mother do?
Come, Salaki. She told them to
grab another one.
One, two.
Like, after 50 years of lynching, for sure, Emmett Till's mother knew better than to say, nah, y'all ain't got to see this. Y'all ain't got to see this. She did the right thing. You understand? They found her son at the bottom of a pond or something like that, or the bottom of the river. He was all swollen up and dazed down there after they pulled him up. She said, guess what? I'm going to have an open casket for you devils. You understand? For everybody to see. Okay? For everybody to see. They never did charge the white woman. They never did charge her for lying. You understand? She's going to come back and lie. She's supposed to be put to death for that. She done had a man murdered and killed, and she was lying. That same thing is supposed to be done to her. Can you got a mic?
I'll talk loud.
Get a mic. Did you want to say something?
Also, the mother lied about him whistling. She said that Emmett Till whistled, and that was the reason why she had the men and told the men that he actually whistled at her. But then 30 years later, she wrote a book, and she said he didn't even whistle at her.
Yeah, she told a lie. That's for sure. She told a big, bold-faced lie. But what I'm saying is that the Negro leadership is soft and simple. And we now have the proof, the out-and-out proof that they murdered us in the street. And you say, don't share or watch the video? Are you scared that you're making somebody's YouTube channel get money or something? Is that the problem? Is that what the problem is? I mean, that is ignorant. It's ignorant as hell for you to get up there and to not show the video when this is what we've been complaining about all along. That they murdering us in the streets for nothing. For absolute nothing. So they come with no solution once again. They never come with a goddamn solution of separating from the so-called white man. I mean, the path to freedom is open. The door to freedom just creeped open. Somebody had unlocked the door, right? But now the door, the wind has blew the door, and the door is opening up. And so You ain't even trying to go through the door. You like the damn elephant with a damn ball and chain that grew up as a baby elephant all the way to an adult elephant. You don't even seek to escape. You are a homeborn slave at this time. You can't wait to go back to the club. Okay? Some of you numbskulls, okay? You female numbskulls, you out here hoeing yourself on the internet. You understand? It's disgusting. If you got what are them pages called? They got the Megan Thee Stallion say it in the damn video. Some kind of like every young girl got a just something page or something. She gets some profile page where they get freaky and they show all their goods to any Negro USA. It was a good take the brother put out in Virginia, Nakazak Shaw, saying that we supposed to be. It's supposed to be that a sister had privacy. That was her biggest, asset, was being private, right, and being unavailable. But this internet thing, you done took it to another level. You understand? Your daughters is turning into sluts and whores on the internet. They're gonna start ending up. They ain't gonna have enough money to get off the internet. They're gonna start meeting up with all of these nasties that's sitting on the internet. You understand? Baiting them to when your daughters start showing up missing again. Okay. You're gonna wonder why, because all of them got a page to get freaky on the internet, and you call that being independent. You is a $2 hoe on the internet. That's what you are. Okay, that's what's going on out here, because this is Babylon the Great. It's the habitation of devils and the hole of every foul spirit, and a cage of every unclean and hateful bird. Verse 3, for all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her, and the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies. Everybody that got rich off of Israel, so-called Negroes, West Indians, Native American Indians, Latinos, the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel, all of the kings of the earth have drunken of the wine of her fornication, which was to destroy us. They have no plans to come back and to build up your hood. They're going to continue to make sure that you are split. You don't even have a ghetto anymore to speak of. They cutting it into as 1,000 pieces. Your whole framework is shattered. That's what they are currently doing to us. The only people that are building a place for you to be is the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. That's the only place that you getting a home. Right. That's the only place where you getting safety. Right. You're not going to get that anywhere else. But where you at? You too busy waiting for the so-called a white man to allow you to go and be a freak and a faggot and and run the street and murder and kill and do all abominable and wicked things in 2 seconds, when the Lord is trying to hold it back, because your destruction is coming if you go out there again. It's not going to help at all. It's not going to help you. You're going to be short. Verse 4 says, in Revelation 18, it says, and I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues. This place is being plagued. You got to realize what's going on. you're going to receive of the plagues of this place.
1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2.
Okay?
1, 2.
They're going to be, they not only is it bad meat out there on the shelves, they're going to be rationed in it in a second. You can only have a 1 pack. 1 pack of meat is all they giving out in a second. You better change your life. Change it and change it fast. Come into the ISUPK and we'll help you change it quick. Okay? We'll help you change your life quick. Verse 5 said, for her sins have reached unto heaven, and the Most High have remembered her iniquities. The Lord see the sin. They done reached all the way to heaven, you understand? They done built up a pile of garbage that's reached all the way up to heaven, okay? And the Lord have remembered her iniquities, and he's definitely going to pay Esau back. He's definitely going to pay the oppressor back. Verse 6 is the proof. This is the Most High's words. Reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her according to her works. Wow. In the cup which she had filled to her double. She filled up a cup for us of 400 years of rape, robbery, and murder. Then guess what she got coming to her? Double. That's what she got coming to her. That's what the problem is. You ain't tired of your oppressor ruling over you. Well, God is the only person that's supposed to rule over you, Israel. And you got to worship him in spirit and truth. You ain't even seeing. You ain't got no respect for the Most High. You ain't even got no respect for the devil. Okay? You know he the devil, but you keep playing with him. You keep playing with him. I'm taking questions on the call-in line 720-835-5244. The PIN number is 61189. Anything in the chat? Send out some invitations in here. Get some people in here. There's only five people in here. Got a couple likes. Okay, let's get this thing on. Share this on Twitter. Share it on Facebook. Okay, get this thing going real good. We on Periscope. We on D Live. Okay, the broadcast is going out simultaneously, streaming across the planet. Okay, we got Commanding General Yohana coming up 9 p.m. The Black Watch, okay? The Black Watch, the baddest radio station for the last, how many years it's been? 10 plus years. Okay, we've been doing the thing, putting it down. Commander General Yohana been holding it down, you understand? And your pastor quit. He quit. Somebody, the wolf ran away with all the sheeps, okay? Jeremiah 23 says, woe be unto the pastors that destroy and scatter the sheep of my pasture, saith the Most High. Therefore, thus saith the Lord, power of Israel, against the pastors that feed my people, ye have scattered my flock and driven them away, and have not visited them. You ain't even got the decency. They closed the churches. You ain't even get in your car and go knock on Miss Betty's door to see if she had enough food. I ain't heard about no church doing no food deliveries. If you could at least have fed the people, you still want them to pay tithes, but you ain't even set up a food line, right? If you got a so-called nonprofit organization, you got a license or what have you, and they let the restaurant stay open, surely you could have opened up all these goddamn churches sitting on every corner in Baltimore and fed some people out of the church or what have you, social distancing and all, because it ain't making no goddamn sense. Who the hell knows what the person in the store got who fixing your food? You understand? So it makes absolute no goddamn sense. But you, as a lazy, no good bastard, is what the problem is. You ain't no goddamn good, and you don't mean the people of Israel, the children of Israel. You just take from it. You don't give a damn about it. You don't worry about their well-being. It's ridiculous. You done scattered the flock. There's the flock everywhere now. They believe in conspiracy theories. You understand? They, can't wait to do their sin. They still doing their sin, picking up new sins, and you ain't speaking on none of it. All you ready for is Memorial Day and the 4th of July. If you celebrate any of that garbage coming up, you got to consider yourself sick in the head. Let me just tell you. You still eating shrimp, crab, and lobster, and pork. You got to be sick in your head. You ain't visited the children of Israel in their destruction like you supposed to. You ain't hit these streets. Just keep the doors closed, right? Just keep the doors closed. Go out on the street like you did in Baltimore during the riots and get down on your knees in the middle of the street, okay? And beg the white man to not kill us this summer when it get hot. And they claim that it's a stay in the house order, and they ain't provided not one goddamn air conditioner. You ain't hear about no Rural Powers Act from the overseer himself about talking about a damn a ventilator, a respiratory machine, or what have you to help you breathe. How is that going to stop an infection, a viral infection? That makes no goddamn sense. But you ain't even made one preparation to get a goddamn air conditioner so that people can stay in their house comfortably if the order is not rescinded. You better be very, very lucky that, look, it's the middle of May. We could be having 85 and 90 degree days already. Easily. And you think people are going to stay in the house? They ain't got no air conditioning. That's what the problem is. You don't give a damn. Jeremiah 23 and the middle of number 2 again. Ye have scattered my flock and driven them away and have not visited them. Behold, I will visit you the evil of your doing, saith the Most High. You got hell to pay, you pastors, or what have you. You got hell to pay.
Where you at again, sir?
Jeremiah 23, and I had just finished up verse 2.
Oh, come on. Let me get 3 for you.
Come.
Jeremiah 23 and verse 3. And I will gather the remnant of my flock out of all countries whither I have driven them.
The Lord is going to gather us out of all the countries whither he has driven us, okay? Driven us because of our disobedience. We fled from the face of the Lord and was driven into these captivities. Keep going.
And will bring them again to their folds.
And he will bring us again to our fold. That's what a shepherd is supposed to do. Keep the sheepfold tight. You understand? Together. That's the only place for us to get out of this situation. Together. Okay? We've been socially distanced for the last 400 years.
Okay.
That's what slavery is. Right?
Okay.
Now we need to pick back up segregation as a sword, okay? As a crook. You know what a crook is? It's that long staff that the shepherd has, right? where he would grab the neck of the sheep and pull the sheep in. You would pull one in, all of them would turn and follow and be pulled in so that they go in the right direction. They don't start wandering and being scattered off or what have you. A little noise and one run off or what have you. We all over the place because of these pastors. Keep going.
And they shall be fruitful and increase.
They shall be fruitful and increase. If we was together, come together, okay? Come together. I see you got the potential. I see, you could stop. You could stop the females. Y'all could stop with, you still buying hair. You understand? You got all day to sit in the house and moisturize your hair and do everything that you can to make it manageable. But you still putting garbage in your hair. The Chinese people, if you was in China right now, you'd be living on the street. You'd be making a hut out of all that nasty hair you put in your head. Right? That's what you'd be doing. You'd be living on that hair. That'd be your bed. It'd be your bed. You spread the damn nasty hair out and lay on it as a bed in the street if you was in China right now. Why the hell are you giving them? Are you giving them still your money? Why are you still doing that? It makes no goddamn sense. It makes no sense whatsoever. You on social media. You get to see each other every day. We know what you look like. You ain't got to try to impress nobody. We know what you look like. Too much of what your ass look like. I mean, damn.
That's right. Why
don't you pick up a skill and a value that will help your people? Like you ain't heeded the emergency call of not even America. You don't even pay attention to the white man. He in a full state of emergency, and you have absolutely nothing on your mind. Absolutely nothing. I'm just trying to figure it out. When is you going to wake up and be serious about something? Anything. Anything. You would be fruitful and increase, pursuant to the blessings that you would receive if you followed some laws, statutes, commandments. If you considered the Most High, if you don't consider Him, how are you not going to be cut off? The society is going to turn on you first. You're going to be blamed for the coronavirus, and it's happening already. They got a story out in the Washington Post. They got a paywall over it or what have you. You can't read the damn thing. You the news, and you put a paywall over the story, and the story you float it in front of somebody's face. They can't even read what's going on because they got to now pay you for the evils and sins that you bringing out about how your people is destroying my people. You can't even read it. You understand? You know what's going on, but you won't even let like you was like, okay, we'll let the story be free at 8:00, right? Wait a couple more hours, at least you can read the story. I see a story and can't even get into the story. The story disappears. As I'm trying to read the first little page, the mug disappeared. Like what? They ain't no damn good. You can't even see it. So you just go back and just keep doing the same old dumb stuff that they writing about every day about how they destroy you. Every day. Every day. They writing how they conspired against you, how the numbers are stacked up against you. And what do? We just ignore it. Like nothing's going on except for the silliness that's in our mind about partying, drinking, drugging, sexing, you understand? Clothes. I know we smarter than that. I know we are. I I need to see some gathering together. I need to see some gathering together on some natural hair. I need to seeing some gathering together on where's our farm group at? Where's our farm group at? Not individual, but we need some instruction. You have to go to work. You might have to start seeing me during the day, giving instructions on something that you thought Israel didn't have nothing to do with. That's what it's going to take, because you ain't understanding the beginning of how we got to come together. Put our hand to some actual work. Okay? Any more on that?
Come. Jeremiah 23 and verse 4. And I will set up shepherds over them, which shall feed them.
Okay? That's point blank, plain and simple. How you gonna get feed unless you got a shepherd that the Lord appointed, that the Lord provided for you? He gave them to you because he know that they care about you. Because the pastors, he already done said destruction under them because they done scattered you. Now, how many of you dum-dums was out there worshiping your mama? You understand? Worshiping your mama. How many mamas out there got worshiped yesterday? How many mamas that had one abortion, 2 abortions, was you out there worshiping because the white man said for you to worship her yesterday? Like, how idiotic can you be? How idiotic can you be for you to be out following behind what the slave master says? He was the one that raped your mothers. He don't value or honor motherhood. Why would you follow him in anything concerning your mother or your father? All your fathers is in jail. So why in the hell do you think that for 5 seconds you should listen to him about how to honor your mother or your father? It makes absolute no sense whatsoever why you would listen to him. You don't love your mother or your father anyway. You ain't doing a damn thing that they said. You ain't doing a damn thing that they said. When they had a bit of little fear, because you was born into this earth and they knew how bad it was and how bad it could be for you, they did try to say, listen, you hard-headed, you don't want to listen to me. You ran right out there and did whatever you wanted to do. Okay? But the reason that they failed with you is because of who they had over you. The same Negroes you keep electing year in and year out. The same taskmasters that the oppressor would provide for you. The taskmasters work directly for the oppressor. Okay? And not your shepherds. They are not your shepherds. They are trying to get paid. That's what they're trying to do. That's all they're trying to do. It takes weeks and weeks. Can I get a plug in right here, Baba Shaw, on this laptop? Weeks and weeks, you understand, until the video gets played. The video gets played, and it's been since February since they decided to not arrest these fools, and they just arrested them because the video was playing. Now you talking about don't play the video? You stupid? I mean, like, how stupid can you be? That's your solution? Keep going.
Come. And they shall fear no more.
And we afraid all day, every day. We afraid all day, every day. Cut that other mic off. Make sure it's cut off. It might be giving. Okay, you using it? Okay, no sweat. So, we afraid every day because we the ones out here dying. Lo and behold, America is shut down and we the only ones that still dying. How is that? Like, you should have said, I'm too poor to go to work. Okay, I'm going to stay home. Like, we should have learned the lesson. We got to rush out to save his kingdom. Why? What good is it going to serve us to save his kingdom where we at the bottom of the kingdom from the beginning? He bring all other nations over here and put them over top of us, and we still trying to save this place. Let it go. Let it go. A rent strike. You understand? Y'all good for some goddamn ideals, but I don't see y'all talking now. Massa's sick. We sick, Massa. Is that what's going on? Master, we sick. That's what's going on, I do believe. And they shall fear no more. Read on.
Nor be dismayed, neither shall they be lacking, saith the Most High.
We lacking right now. You lacking. Where we get that from? Lacking. Where we get that from? We got it right out of the Bible, I see. It never fails to amaze me what this Bible say and what we say and how we don't recognize it. We ain't never recognizing anything until it's too damn late. Read on.
Come. Jeremiah 23 and verse 5. Behold, the days come, saith the Most High, that I will raise unto David a righteous branch.
Okay. The Lord in that day, in these last days, okay, He gonna raise up a righteous branch. We need a leader. Keep going.
And a king shall reign and prosper.
This is a prophecy about a king reigning over us and prospering over us as a nation of people. Keep going. We had kings many times and we failed to obey them as well. Some of them were wicked, but you understand? He said he was going to raise up a righteous king. Keep going.
And shall execute judgment and justice in the earth.
You understand? That's what's needed. The earth is out of course. The earth is just reeling to and fro like a drunkard. It's able to at least try to heal itself at this point in time due to the fact that the Lord brought this plague upon the place. This plague is being brought upon them to show them, you understand, to not destroy this place. The Lord didn't build this place a paradise and allow for a nation to come up into the earth and to undress it. Upstairs, we doing some recording. All right, keep going. A righteous branch, Yahushua.
Come. Jeremiah 23 and verse 6. In his days, Judah shall be saved.
In that day, Judah shall be saved. You ain't gonna have to look for it. It's coming. In that day, it's coming. We're gonna be saved from this problem that we have in this captivity. Keep going.
And Israel shall dwell safely.
And Israel shall dwell safely. We're not dwelling safely right now in the land of our captivity. Okay? Keep going.
And this is his name, whereby he shall be called.
And the name whereby he shall be called that's going to deliver us in that day. Keep going.
the Most High, our righteousness.
The Most High, our righteousness. Another title, you understand, for the King of Kings and Lord of Lords. Okay? The Lord, our righteousness. All right? Keep going.
In Jeremiah 23 and verse 7, therefore, behold, the days come, saith the Most High, that they shall no more say, the Most High liveth, which brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt.
It ain't going to be said no more that the Most High brought the children of Israel out of Egypt. Okay? That's going to be a long thought. That's the only thing that we can think of right now that could possibly save us. Being in captivity for 400 years is like a parallel. It's not rocket science. And then if he says in one verse that he was going to send you into captivity again, into Egypt again with ships, okay, it's not that much of a rocket science to figure out what you should be doing. Listening and heeding to these prophecies in this Bible about the fact that it ain't even going to be said anymore that the Lord brought us out of the land of Egypt, of that 430-year captivity. Okay? Let's just get this last part, and then you can get me with the question or comment.
Come, sir.
Why?
Come. Jeremiah 23 and verse 8. But the Most High liveth, which brought up and which led the seed of the house of Israel out of the north country.
There it is right there. Major prophecy. Yahweh liveth, which brought up is what's going to be said. Brought up and brought out of, which led the seed of the house of Israel, right? He ain't, the Lord ain't sending Yahweh Shai to bring nobody but the seed of Israel out of the north country. Out of the north country. North America, the hells of North America. Read on.
And from all countries whither I have driven them.
And from all countries which I have driven them, all over the four corners of the face of the earth. Keep going.
And they shall dwell in their own land.
And our in resting place, our rest, our true rest will be in our own land. Not in this stinking place. Okay? Not in this filthy, disgusting place that is the land of our captivity. Now you have a comment or a question?
Come, sir.
Come.
Sister Barak went on, Salakia Adawan. Does it anger the Most High that a lot of Israel wants everything to go back to normal?
Woo! Yes, it does. It's a terrible ignorant. In our ignorance, the Lord is like, He can't believe us. And the best scripture, one of the best scriptures to show about that is Jeremiah. Let's go to Jeremiah. Was that Isaiah 2 or Jeremiah 2? Let's go to Jeremiah 2. Like, why would you want to go back? It said, come out of her, my people, and be not partakers of her plagues. You understand? And her sins. Why would we want to do that? So we're going to get some couple scriptures on that.
Come.
Let's go to Jeremiah 2. And let's just start at verse 1 on down. Get a little complete understanding of what's going on.
Come, sir.
What Jeremiah is seeing I see something about a Negro. You understand? He gonna show enough put it in our face. You understand? He pleading with us about how we behaving in the face of the Most High. So let's hear it from him.
Jeremiah 2 and verse 2. Moreover,
2 and 1.
Come. Salaki. Jeremiah 2 and verse 1. Moreover, the word of the Most High came to me, saying, Go and cry in the ears of Jerusalem, saying, Thus saith the Most High, I remember thee, the kindness of thy youth.
The Lord remember us in the kindness of our youth. Okay? When we was a young nation, a nation that he loved. Okay? He saw us in Egypt or what have you. All we heard is the stories of how he dealt with Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Okay? We was in Egypt, but he still had a look for us in our early beginnings while we was in captivity in Egypt or what have you. You understand? Before they started oppressing us, when we had grown and multiplied, he was like really feeling us. Keep going.
Come. The love of thine espousals, when thou wentest after me in the wilderness.
We turned to the Lord when we left Egypt. We went after the Lord. We was like an espouse of a wife in the wilderness, meaning you can't wait to get married. You engaged or what have you. You doing everything to prepare for the wedding. Everything has got to be right, okay? And that's how we behaved and performed. Keep going.
In a land that was not shown.
Yeah, in a land that was not shown. We was in the wilderness, okay? It wasn't prepared for us. It was a hard rock out there. And we got with the Most High. And he led us 40 years in the wilderness. Keep going.
Jeremiah 2 and verse 3. Israel was holiness unto the Most High, and the first fruits of his increase.
There it is. Stop right there. June the 5th. You understand? June the 5th, a little bit before sundown, all over the nation, we're going to be honoring the Feast of First Fruits. The 50th day after the end of the Feast of Unleavened Bread. Those 50 days leads to the Feast of First Fruits. Okay? Let's read that again.
Come. Israel was holiness unto the Most High.
Israel was holiness unto the Most High. We were separate unto the Lord out there in that wilderness. Okay? We was show enough about the Lord's work, and that, you understand, we raised up an army and went into lands and slew nations that were way mightier than us or what have you, but the Lord was with us. Okay? And so they couldn't do nothing with us or what have you. We was holy unto the Most High in that wilderness, okay? We should gather back together and get with the Most High and go about, taking over once again. That's what we in here doing in the ISUPK, okay? Keep going.
And the first fruits of his increase.
And the first fruits of his increase. When did you think that you should give the Lord something back? You understand? Not an extortionist. Don't give the extortionist anything. He ain't telling you about no other laws that you should keep. He ain't giving you no other instruction. But you should give the first fruits of your increase to the Lord. Keep going.
All that devour him shall offend.
All that devour the children of Israel are offending the Lord. Keep going.
Evil shall come upon them, saith the Most High.
Okay, well, Slakia, let me back that up. All that devour him shall offend. Okay? Meaning that you chewing up the bone, chewing up the meat and spitting out the bone. You understand? All that devour him shall offend. You devouring the Most High by not keeping his laws, statutes, commandments. Evil shall come upon them, saith the Most High, for a better look on how that should be worded so you will understand. You was doing right. You was his first fruits and increase, but you devoured him and you offended him. Okay? Evil will come upon you for doing that. Okay? Keep going.
Jeremiah 2 and verse 4. Hear ye the word of the Most High, O house of Jacob, and all the families of the house of Israel. Verse 5. Thus saith the Most High, what iniquity have your fathers found in me?
What and why? And what kind of sin or problem is the Most High causing for you that you trying to charge him? Like somebody mentioned the Most High in his exactness and his correctness and his right format and frame, and you look at us like we crazy. Like the hell with the Most High. You know what I'm saying? The hell with following the law, statutes, commandments, as if what we saying, it don't even sound good or it don't even sound right. So what is it that you seeing about the Most High's words that it's offending you, or that look like, you know, if I do this, you understand, then surely I'm going to die, because you understand whatever it is that you saying this Most High is saying is going to get me killed, okay? Because that's the way we reject the Most High. Okay, so he's looking at us like, what the hell? You understand? You'd rather go over there and deal with them? Like, check this. What was that, 2016? 2016, a fool, it got you to vote for him, you understand? When he told you, point blank, plain and simple, that it can't get no worse. Remember some fool told you that it couldn't get no worse? You might as well vote for Republican because it can't get no worse. You understand? You got the worst jobs, you got the worst unemployment, you got the worst housing. You understand? 4 short years ago, he was talking big, talking all that jazz. And guess what happened 4 years later? It got worse. You understand? Of the 40 million people that's unemployed at this point in time, what percentage do you think of that was black people that got laid off? Lost their job. Okay? Who gonna be getting that notice in the mail come June 1st? That June 1st for that back rent. You understand? For that car note. That car you love so much, right? All them things that you love so much. How is it going to affect you, you understand, when everything comes due and you ain't served the Lord not one iota? Okay? You ain't looked at and considered what the Father would have you do during this time, seeing that you done gone off, you understand? And that you getting ready to be punished and you ain't even coming to him. Keep going.
That they are gone far from me.
We gone far from the Most High. Read on.
Come. And have walked after vanity.
And walked after nothing. Vanity, nothingness, okay? Walked after America. America is nothing. Keep going.
And I become vain.
And I become vain. Our nose stuck in the air. We the poorest, the sickest. You understand? You name it, we are at the bottom of the list, and we got the nerve to have our nose stuck in the air. You understand? As if you can't be told anything. Especially you can't be told anything right. You don't want to hear nothing good. You don't want to hear nothing good, which is that you're doing bad. That's what the problem is. You can't be told anything. Okay? Keep going.
Jeremiah 2 and verse 6. Neither said they, where is the Most High that brought us up out of the land of Egypt?
We don't consider it and say, well, damn. You understand? We've been in this joint for 400 years. Where is the Lord that brought us up out of the land of Egypt when we was in captivity and destroyed when the plague started in over there in Egypt or what have you? Where is that same God that delivered them? We in the same position. You understand? Surely there's a correlation. You understand? Surely, you understand, that God that did such a mighty work would do it again to his people if they turned his back on it. Maybe. I mean, damn. Like, but we don't even consider. Keep going.
That led us through the wilderness, through a land of deserts and of pits, through a land of drought and of the shadow of death, through a land that no man passed through, and where no man dwelt.
It seems like America. You understand? You should be asking the Lord. You should be asking the Lord to lead you through this wilderness, this land, this as the shadow of death. Okay? No man passed through. The streets is empty. No man, where no man dwelt. You understand? You can get a high rise real cheap right now. We ain't asked of the Lord. Keep going.
Jeremiah 2 and verse 7. And I brought you into a plentiful country to eat the fruit thereof and the goodness thereof. But when ye entered, ye defiled my land and made my heritage an abomination.
We turned against the Most High and made his heritage an abomination before the sight of the nations. We looked at as the scum of the earth for and why? You understand? For what? What did it profit us to go against the Lord? You understand? And end up in such a terrible condition. Okay, when we could have obeyed. Keep going.
Jeremiah 2 and verse 8. The priest said not.
Your pastor said nothing. He said not a goddamn thing did he tell you, thus saith the Lord, or what have you. He didn't tell you nothing to do that was correct to serve the Lord. Keep going.
Where is the Most High?
He didn't say nothing. He didn't say, where's the Lord? He ain't want you to find him. He ain't do nothing for you to help you. Keep going.
And they that handle the law knew me not. And
they that handled the law knew the Lord not. The pastors surely didn't know the Lord. You understand? They tried. They still out there talking about we got the vote in September. You understand? You better be separating come September. If Christ, if Yahushua ain't back, you better be separating, because it's about to be one hell of a summer if you don't separate. Okay? Because they didn't show you where the Lord was. They didn't show you, and they handled the law like a damn, you understand, like it was, like it was refuse. They threw the book in the garbage can. Told you to just do what they say. Keep going.
Come. The pastors also transgressed against me.
They transgressed against the Lord. They, put it in the Lord's face that the children of Israel loved the pastor more than that, and the so-called white man more than that he loved the Lord. Okay, you got to fight a Christian if you show him something in the Bible. Okay, keep going.
And the prophets prophesied by Baal.
And the prophets prophesied by Baal. You understand? Baal and Ashtaroth. Okay, you was worshiping Ashtaroth yesterday. You was worshiping all the goddesses of the earth yesterday. The same ones with different names throughout all the different captivities. Maya in particular, for this Mother's Day celebration that you disgraced the Lord with. Ain't no damn Mother Nature. Okay? Ain't none of that. It's the Most High power that's the Father of heaven that sits on the throne. Okay? That's ruling. That's who you need to get with. You understand? Keep going.
And walk after things that do not profit.
And we walked after things that don't profit us. Keep going.
And verse 9, wherefore I will yet plead with you, saith the Most High, and with your children's children will I plead.
Yeah, boy, you understand? You're going to hang yourself with that rope that you think is there for you to do anything you want with. You need to be making it into something that's going to help you to get out of captivity. But you fashioning a noose for your neck. Okay? That's what you're doing. The Lord is pleading with you. He giving you chance and chance. He giving you escape opportunity after escape opportunity by providing the men of the Lord that's left this world and came back to the Most High and are out here diligently trying to show you what you need to do. He pleading with you. He's sending us early. He's sending us all day, every day to get with you, to tell you this is the way. Keep going.
Jeremiah 2 and verse 10. For pass over the isles of Chittim and see and send unto Kedar and consider diligently and see if there be such a thing.
No, the Most High, he ain't doing that for everybody. He's doing that for us. You can search the whole earth and recognize that what we getting is time after time is mercy from the Lord and chance after chance after chance. Okay? Because anybody else, you know what I'm saying, they've been crushed in the powder long time ago. Completely crushed in the powder. We still standing in the way, wondering whether or not we should go left or go right instead of serving the Lord. Keep going.
Jeremiah 2 and verse 11. If a nation change their God.
Hath a nation changed their God? Has any nation ever changed their God? Okay, keep going.
Which are yet no God?
Which are yet no God. Why would we serve a God that's not a God? Okay, why would you change your God to go serve a God that's not a God? Okay, your slave master. Keep going.
But my people have changed their glory for that which doeth not profit.
The Lord is not pleased with us. He's not pleased that we want everything to go back to normal. We seeking, you know what I'm saying? We seeking everything to get right for, you know, so we can continue in our sin and our evil and our wickedness. We ain't even getting right. We done changed our glory for that which doth not profit. It ain't gonna profit us one bit if America was to get back in order. We would still be on the bottom. So why would you want it so? You ain't gonna get free if America is strong. Keep going.
Jeremiah 2 and verse 12. Be astonished, O ye heavens, at this, and be horribly afraid. Be ye very desolate, saith the Most High.
The Lord see it. He's showing it to us. And anybody with some sense, you understand, would be horribly afraid at the situation that we finding ourselves in at this time. Keep going.
In verse 13, for my people have committed two evils. They have forsaken me and the fountain of living waters.
You done forsaken the Lord, the fountain of living waters. Read on.
And hewed them out cisterns, broken cisterns. Cisterns. Salakia. And hewed them out cisterns, broken cisterns that can hold no water.
You understand? Not only did you forget about the fountain of living water, but when you did make a cup, you understand, you made a cup that couldn't hold no water. The cup got a hole in it. You understand? You better stop reading them African proverbs about why did you make me the cup with a little crack in it. And then when I looked back and I saw the flowers that grew along the land where I had dropped all the water or what have you, because I couldn't hold no damn water. You's a dummy, okay? The water wasn't for you to daggone get the flowers right. The water was for you to drink, dummy. Okay? The flowers, the other nations or what have you, watered them and made them grow and be prosperous, but you is still starving and in a drought. You still drunken, but without wine, because you couldn't grow anything. Keep going.
And verse 14, is Israel a servant?
Are we a servant of all the good graces that the Lord has given us, all the beauty, the intelligence, the character, you understand, the athletic ability, the raw talent that you see? All we are to one another is to be the best slave to the so-called white man. Is that all we are, a servant? Keep going.
Is he a homeborn slave?
Is he a homeborn slave? Are we a homeborn slave? Meaning this ain't no regular slave. Anybody who go into slavery, you would think that the first thing that they would want to be finding out or trying to do is to get the hell out of slavery. That would be the issue. That's what, not a homeborn slave. A slave that's born out in the field, you understand? Out in that shack. Not the slave that was born in Master's big house. Okay? You was born in Master's big house, and you act like a slave that cares only about whether or not Master is good or not. When you ain't concerned about your brother that's out there in the field. Okay? You ain't concerned about those plights. You ain't concerned about separating yourself and getting out of slavery. You understand? And not being a homeborn slave or a field slave. You understand? It's all slavery. It's all the same. Whether you got a good job with the oppressor or a menial job with the oppressor. It's slavery. That's right. Nonetheless. Keep going.
Why is he spoiled?
Why is he spoiled? Because of our poor leadership. Okay? So with that, you understand? Hopefully that'll give you some insight on why, you understand, the Lord is angered. He's definitely angered because No. I need you to stay here for a second because I might need to go and handle a thing or two. Okay? So yeah, you know what I'm saying? The Lord, you understand, we have pissed him off. Give me the one in Deuteronomy 32. You find that one? The one that say about the lowest hell.
Come.
Read that boom. I'll be right back.
Come. We have Deuteronomy 32 and 22. For a fire is kindled in mine anger, and shall burn unto the lowest hell, and shall consume the earth with her increase, and set on fire the foundations of mountains. This is the Lord's anger right here. General QABALAMATH be back in a second. This is the Lord's anger right here that's burning into the lowest hell, man. When you start to go against what the Most High wants, and right now the Most High wants this country to be shut down. I was looking at the weather the other day. Why the hell is it so cold? outside? Why haven't the weather changed over to being hot? Because of course, the experts and the doctors say that when it gets hot, the coronavirus will wane. Well, the Lord is keeping it cool, God damn it. The Lord is keeping it cool because the Lord wants this to go on. He wants the earth to rest. He wants us to rest. The animals are coming back. The oceans are being replenished. You don't have the oppressor out there fishing and raking the goddamn sea. There's parts of the ocean and the sea where there's only jellyfish. There's jellyfish in the whole goddamn sea for miles. Giant jellyfish, man. Because everything is dead. Because of overfishing, because of greed. Because of greed and because of greed. You understand? Some of these shores, they got turtles. And hundreds of turtles that are actually able to make it to the sea without the oppressor gathering them up and gathering up the eggs to make specialized abominations, man. You know, a lot of them island brothers from Panama and from St. Thomas and different places in the West Indies, they eat some of those turtle eggs and those different things, especially the Lord wants it shut down. He wants those animals to be able to get to the sea. The Lord wants you shut down and meditating and coming back to your people. Why are we such in a rush to spark the economy? For what? That's our oppressor stores and the stranger stores. We should take this opportunity. Goddamn, black women, you ain't had your hair done in a month. You've been doing each other hair, doing your own hair. That's what you need to go back to. The Lord wanted shut down. And in his anger, he's taking out a lot of people, man. And right here is the hell that we living in. What they say, it's always on the news. African Americans are disproportionately affected by the coronavirus, disproportionately affected by death, disproportionately affected by crime. What the hell aren't we disproportionately affected by? That's the goddamn that hell. General QABALAMATH back. You want me to read this over, sir?
Sure, read it again.
Come.
I know you was getting it.
Come. Deuteronomy 32 and verse 22. For a fire is kindled in mine anger, and shall burn unto the lowest hell, and shall consume the earth with her increase, and set on fire the foundations of the mountains.
The mountains is on fire. You understand? These governments is getting ready to burn, baby burn. Okay? You don't understand what's going on. In Exodus 32 and 22, it says, Aaron said, let not the anger of the Lord wax hot. Thou knowest the people that they are set on mischief. Okay? You understand? He know, being a servant, you understand, it's not an excuse this time that we are off. We off as hell, but at least we understand or understood that we would be angering the Lord and that he would do something to us. He would touch us. Okay, his fire is about to burn to the lowest hell right now, and we ain't getting it. We ain't getting it. Any more on that?
Come, sir.
Go ahead.
Deuteronomy 32 and 23. I will heap mischief upon them. I will send mine arrows upon them.
That's judgment. That's something that you don't want. In Numbers 32 and 13, it said that and the Lord's anger was kindled against Israel, and he made them wander in the wilderness 40 years until all the generation that had done evil in the sight of the Lord was consumed. Like, you understand? He trying to let us be freed up out of this place instead of turning to him or what have you. Now we could be, it's 400 years, it could be 440 years before he sent Christ, because we had angered the Lord. You understand? We want to serve Mother's Day. Like, the earth is shut down. Except for your mama, Big Mama, huh? Big Mama, she got to have her day anyway. Sad situation is what we into.
God.
Like, the fierce anger of the Lord is going to destroy us if we continue to do anything but serve him and pay him some mind right now. Right. Okay? He deserve something? Like, he then put America on its knees. You don't see that every day. You understand? You thought America was bad. You've been asking, you know what I'm saying? When you get in trouble, you ask, oh Lord, if you let me out this time, you understand, I'll stop doing the evil. I'll go back to church. You understand? Now the Lord had done something amazing, and he closed down the churches. You understand? All you got is them crazy niggas that you see on the street, you understand, that you can't stand, that they was right the whole damn time. That's all you got left now, okay? So you better get used to it, because you don't want to piss off the Most High while he raising us up, okay? Because you see what's going on, you understand? You were Vic, okay, if you ain't serving the Lord and following him, all right? Was that it on that?
Cut on constant.
Go ahead.
You want more of it, sir?
Was that, you said that was it?
That was it on that.
All right. Any questions? Call in questions. Telephone number 720-835-5244. Let me get a test call. Golly, 61189. Hit the pound sign. That's the pin. Let me get a test call. Somebody come test. All right. Pick up the phone, call in. Where them troopers at? I ain't seen them troopers. I ain't seen them troopers yet. I ain't seen them troopers in class in many moons. Where them troopers at?
They was here last week, sir.
Oh, okay. Most High in Christ. Damn right. Okay. Any more questions online in the chat? Let me know.
Not right now, sir.
Okay. Let's see what's going on in Earth.
You need a video played?
You got something?
I can find it for you, sir. Whatever you want. What's the hot video of the week? So like,
yes.
They had the Sheriff Clark. He was speaking at the.
Let's break down the Uncle Tom Negro right quick. Do tell, if you can find whatever one it was, the Uncle Tom or whatever, which one that they claimed it was. Uncle Amos. I would think it was Uncle Amos that was worse than the Uncle Tom. You understand, if you read it right. Let us hear what a big head Negro got to say. Okay? Pull me up what the sheriff said. If you got what the sheriff said, we already went over that with that knucklehead up in Illinois, up in Chicago said, Mayor Lori, she about as dumb as a box of rocks. What have you. Get a goddamn air conditioner for everybody up in Chicago if you want them to stay in the house. Gladly.
Sheriff Clark at the rally put down the phone.
Are you over 25, have a clean driving record, no DUIs. You can drop your auto
We got a
insurance
stupid
rate to as low as
commercial first, but we'll
$19
get
a
past
month.
that. No
How?
sweat.
It's super easy. All you need to do is go to protected.com. There you...
They don't want it to come out.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
so I
you.
can see. Turn it up a little bit so I can hear.
This is fantastic. You know, I've been all over this great country the last year, meeting great Americans.
This is
like
supposed to be
yourself.
a black man.
This is a movement like this country has not seen since the 1980s when Ronald Reagan ran for president of the United States.
The crack epidemic. He's
You know, it's really
celebrating
interesting
the crack
what's going
cocaine
on.
king.
A lot of people are getting involved late, but that's okay. I always say better late than never. But many of you have been on board from day one. I am sensing something is happening here. I really am, and I'm really excited about it. And I'm so proud to be a part of this Donald Trump campaign. Donald Trump understands us.
Donald Trump doesn't understand a damn thing. You understand? Except for how they make money. His
He
money.
understands
He
you,
could
and we
care less.
understand him.
He could care less if he bankrupt the country. Okay? He could care less if he bankrupt the country. He just, worried about putting money in his pocket. That's all Donald Trump is concerned about. Did you pause it or did you let it run?
I paused it.
Okay. Keep going.
Him. Donald Trump is going to provide the leadership that this country has not had in a very long time.
Donald Trump can't provide no leadership.
Donald Trump understands, in talking to the American people, that there are three main issues. There are a lot of things involved in this campaign, but there are three main issues that are bothering the American people. The first is the threat of radical Islamic terrorism.
Hold on. Pause. Pause.
So Lit Mobile just sent me this solar wireless battery pack. I'm excited. Let's see what's inside.
Oh my goodness. Did you hear what that coon just said? Is a Negro in the ghetto worrying about an Arab and Islamic terrorism? Is that your concern, black man? Should that be your concern, to be worrying about whether or not, you understand, the white man and the Arabs have a good fight? You understand that the white man win? Why would that be of any concern to any of us? Why is that the number one thing that Donald Trump can solve for America that affects us daily? Ain't nobody thinking about an Arab. The Arabs don't get go jogging and get pulled over and shot in the middle of the street. Okay? There's plenty of Arabs here with all kinds of chicken joints or what have you, all kinds of businesses or what have you. Radical Islam is not doing anything that America doesn't want it to do. Put it that way. That's the real story. Okay? Radical Islam does whatever America says for radical Islam to do. And whenever. If radical Islam needs to be high, the oppressor says jump high. When radical Islam needs to be low, the oppressor says get down low, you understand, until I need you again. Okay? They are bought and paid for. Okay? As if wood and stone ain't working together. You know what I'm saying? The so-called white man's Christianity and the stone, Allah's rock god, you understand, and that stupid Ramadan garbage. If they ain't working together, I don't know who is, or what have you. So what's the problem? You understand? Radical Islam ain't having no problem over here in America. Okay? It's just niggas and spicks and engines, you understand, is having problems over in America. But Donald Trump has no solution for that. Okay, so I don't know what this coon Negro is talking about, or what have you. Donald Trump is going to help us with radical Islam. What has radical Islam done to us besides be number 2 in power seat as far as keeping our minds asleep? Okay, they definitely ain't threw a rock at America. They ain't done nothing to America. Okay. You got any more from that dum-dum?
Come. I got him at the rally where they had the nooses and stuff. And
he was in Michigan?
He spoke.
He was a speaker at Michigan.
He was a speaker.
So he was running with the unpatriotic hooligans that stormed the Capitol with assault rifles and everything.
Come. He was there. He did
The oppressor gonna have another Boston Tea Party in a minute. It's some bloodshed that's gonna happen in a minute. You understand? And you better steer clear, brothers and sisters. Let's hear what the dum-dum had to say while he's standing around on the courthouse, the stairs of you know what I'm saying? I wonder why Crispus Attucks was the first Negro, was the first to die in the Civil War. Huh? They always tell you, huh? You understand? Somebody gonna put a cap in his dumb behind. He need to get out of a white folk business, okay? Because obviously he don't know what the hell he talking about or doing. He don't know who he dealing with. I'm ready when you are.
Now, Sheriff, welcome back. We are always happy to have you here. Is your reaction as somebody who is in charge of a law enforcement team when you see scenes like this?
Well, first of all, the word protest continues to slip into these conversations. You know as well as I do, this is organized violence. This is a system of intimidation and criminality. And I'm tired of seeing the footage of Trump supporters and other people who are engaging in constitutionally protected activity to participate.
Constitutionally protected activities. So when we came out, you understand, the march in Ferguson or what have you, then that wasn't constitutionally protected or what have you. And you brought out the riot squad and you understand, where was the state police this week that you understand, that allowed the people who were doing their constitutionally protected activities to go up into the state house with AK-47s or what have you? Where is that written that they allow that? You understand? Where is that written at? Where is that constitutionally protected at? You understand? Where is their right to when everything is in order, ain't nothing changed for them to raise up a militia and to go up in the courthouse, and for the other side to be nowhere to be found. So you gonna call the police? Are you gonna ask for more police protection? When you know, some random Edomite decides that he wanna put a bullet in your ass or what have you, or do something to you, or he looking at you funny, or he following you down the street, or he calling the cops on you. But when white folk do something, a police is not nowhere to be found. How interesting. Very interesting. You got any more on that? The hypocrisy is outstanding.
Absolutely outstanding, sir. Let me play this.
Participate in a rally in our democratic state to choose the next president of the United States. This is a civil rights violation. Why isn't Loretta Lynch dispatching civil rights lawyers to investigate these violations?
Hold on. Like he's mocking black people. He's mocking black people. It's a civil rights violation. You understand? The burn the flag, huh? Like this Negro then bumped his head. You understand? How could you get trumped into playing the devil's advocate or the role of what is this that he's doing? Reverse racism that he's claiming. You understand? Like, he's completely on the opposite team. It's unbelievable that he would be mocking black people, you understand? As if we don't have a reason to seek the world's attention for the evils and atrocities that have been committed against us by the so-called white man. White people don't have any activism about them. All they understand is blood. Blood in the streets. That's the only thing that they understand. Okay? So how dare you try to compare our struggle to get out of captivity with what white people do? White people don't come out the house to save other nations. You understand? You see what they did? They ain't brave at all. They ran in the house. There's white people in bunkers right now. That's why you don't see that on the streets. Usually they be, all over the damn place. They all over the place. All up in your business, all up in your face, standing too close to you. You understand? They don't know how to practice social distancing, but let something, in regular time, but now all of a sudden they looking at you funny if you standing 5 feet instead of 6 feet apart. You understand? But meanwhile, you understand, they don't even have a one iota of decency when it comes to, listen, back up from me. You standing too close. You understand? 9 times out of 10. Now all of a sudden they understand the rule 100% perfectly and expect for you to, obey it, like as if it came from God himself. But we've been socially distanced from you from the time we got here. We was on the bottom of the boat, you was on the top of the boat. Okay? Like, he is dastardly for doing that. He's mocking black people and our condition and our cry, you understand, unto the Lord or to the nations that they see this man for what he's done to us. And you gonna mock us by saying, you understand, the white man has some. Listen, ain't nobody stopping the white man from running his damn government or operating the way. Who are we? Who are we? You understand? Every black politician that we got is corrupt. You understand? They run up in there following behind them. They corrupt as hell. So, like, who is stopping white people from doing whatever it is that they want with their government or passing any law that they want to pass against us? Who's stopping it? You understand? Ain't nobody stopping his civil rights. Like, this cat is disgusting. And anybody who joins the police officer that's black or brown ought to be ashamed of themselves. I saw the video of the police, you understand, it was a black police officer or what have you that got on the little video. He did a little video about how, you understand, he don't see why Aubrey was shot down in the street like a dog. You understand? But he still got the uniform on. So why are you upholding these people? Why are you upholding the law of these people and you see that they will never be right with you or your children or what have you? Why ain't you, saying come out of her? Why ain't you coming out of this place? You understand? You hiding like the so-called white man. You hiding like him. He gonna go back to being in power. You gonna go back to being kicked in your ass as soon as the coronavirus alert is over. Okay? You are such a coward right now if you ain't in the ISUPK. Okay? That's all I got to say for you. You are a coward to your people. Keep going.
You want to get back to the scripture, sir? That was about it.
That was about it on him? Oh, it just made me sick. Made me want to throw up in my mouth to hear that fool, you understand, turn on black people like that. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
So, any questions online? Call in, callers. Call in number 720-835-5244. The PIN number 611-89, and hit the pounds to get into the call. Okay? Your oppressor is smelling the blood in the water, okay? And your pastor, you understand, he got you in the water in the deep end with the sharks or what have you. The lifeboat, you missing the lifeboat. You trying to swim to the shore. You swimming right into a trap. Okay? That's what's going on with us. Following behind sorry leadership. Okay? See if we got anything else on this situation that we in. Any comments or questions? You got anything? You usually got something. We got 20 minutes. All right. 9 o'clock. We got Commanding General Yohana's Black Watch every Monday night, 9 p.m. All right.
We'll get back to Deuteronomy, sir.
No, I'm going to drop that. I'm going to get something for you. Give me Ezekiel 36, and let's start at verse 1.
Ezekiel chapter 36 and verse 1. Also, thou son of man, prophesy into the mountains of Israel, and say, ye mountains of Israel, hear the word of the Most High.
All you that, you understand, should know better. You understand, the mountains of Israel is supposed to be our government. You big head Negroes with money or what have you, prophesy, you understand, to these mountains of Israel, okay? Hear the word of the Lord, because you ain't been listening thus far, but this is going to be one of your last chances to get the message, okay, and get back on track. Keep going.
Thus saith the Most High Power, because the enemy has said against you.
Listen, we got enemies, and the enemy is saying against us all the time. But you refuse to warn the people. Keep going.
Even the ancient high places are ours in possession.
They done stole our ancient high places. They done stole the land of Israel. Okay? They done stole, you understand, the Jordan River. They done stole Jerusalem. You understand? And they say, aha. Keep going.
In verse 3, therefore prophesy and say, thus saith the Most High Power, because they have made you desolate and swallowed you up on every side.
We have been made desolate and are swallowed up on every side in this place. Okay? It's not been a good look for us or what have you. Because that has happened, this is what the Lord is going to do. Keep going.
That ye might be a possession unto the residue of the heathen.
That ye might be a possession unto the residue of the heathen. Read on.
And ye are taken up in the lips of talkers, and are in infamy of the people.
that ye might be a possession of the residue of the heathen. Okay, you're going to fall horribly, and you're going to be taken up in the lip of talkers. Okay, people who gossip and are in infamy of the people. You're going to be infamous, right? Infamous, right? Meaning that you're going to be known for being a rotten, dirty scoundrel in that day. Okay, because you as a mountain has really been a molehill for your people. You ain't provided no protection at all. Keep going.
In verse 4, therefore, ye mountains of Israel, hear the word of the Most High power. Thus,
go ahead.
Thus saith the Most High power to the mountains, and to the hills, to the rivers, and to the valleys, to the desolate wastes, and to the cities that are forsaken, which became a prey and derision.
We became a prey and a derision, okay? We've been preyed upon, and what does the word derision mean? We've been confused. Let me get you an actual definition. The word derision, which is what our current state of operation is. The act of laughing at in contempt. Okay? We are the laughing stocks. I was a derision to all my people. Okay? That's how we didn't become. Keep going.
Which became a prey and division to the residue of the heathen that are round about.
That's what we're looking like right now. Okay? To everybody. Keep going.
Ezekiel 36 and verse 5. Therefore, thus saith the Most High power, surely in the fire of my jealousy.
In my what?
The fire of my jealousy.
The Lord is jealous because you understand that we are being made fun of. Okay? Read on.
Surely in the fire of my jealousy have I spoken against the residue of the heathen.
The Lord gonna speak against the residue of the heathen, and who else?
And against all Idumea.
And all who?
Idumea.
Who is Idumea? For all you scholars. I'll take the scholars. Who are the scholars? Show me a scholar. Somebody tell me who Idumea is in the chat. Call in and tell me who Idumea is. We talk about the heathen and one particular heathen nation in particular. Who are the Idumeans? Okay. Nobody got the answer? You got it, Kawan? Who are the Idumeans?
The Idumeans are the Edomites, sir.
The Idumeans are the Edomites. There it is, right there. The Lord is going to be with fire and jealousy against all Idumea, with the nation of Esau. Okay? Read on.
Which have appointed my land into their possession.
You understand? Amalek is in the land. He has in his possession the lands that he stole that belong to the children of Israel. Okay? You Jewish people, read on.
With the joy of all their heart.
He's going to take your joy. He's going to take your land, right? With his jealousy. And he's going to do what?
Which have appointed my land into their possession with the joy of their heart.
Of all their heart. Keep going.
With despiteful minds.
They have what?
With despiteful minds.
They got despiteful minds against us. They got despiteful minds against us. Let's get a little definition of what despiteful means. A full of spite, malicious, malignant, as a despiteful enemy, a hater of God. You understand? Despiteful, proud, boasters. You understand? When they destroy us. Okay? Keep going.
to cast it out for a prey.
To cast it out for a prey. Okay? The Lord is going to cast y'all out for a prey. You with your joyful heart, when you done destroyed us, your despiteful minds against us when you done destroyed us, okay? The Lord is going to take you heathens and you Idumeans, and he's going to cast you out for a prey, okay? Keep going. You're going to be the prey. Read on.
Get on, come. Ezekiel 36 and verse 6. Prophesy therefore concerning the land of Israel, and say unto the mountains, and say unto the mountains and to the hills. I'm on 7.
No, you on 6.
Ezekiel 36 and 6. Prophesy therefore concerning the land of Israel, and say unto the mountains, and to the hills, to the rivers, and to the valleys, thus saith the Most High Power, behold, I have spoken in my jealousy and in my fury, because ye have borne the shame of the heathen.
You understand? Whose fault is it? It's the heathen's fault that we in a shameful condition. We didn't carry the shame, you understand, of the heathen, okay? We didn't been mocked and put in derision and carried this shame because of these heathens that the Lord has spoken against. He didn't spoke against them in his jealousy and fury, and it will not be subsided, and he will destroy them, and he will put us over top of them, okay, in that day. That's what you got to understand. Keep going.
Come. Ezekiel 36 and verse 7. Therefore saith the Most High Power, I have lifted up my hand. Surely the heathen that are about you, they shall bear their shame.
You know what I'm saying? So why you worried? Why are you worried if you standing with the Lord that these heathens who have done us wrong is not going to pay, you understand, and be shamed for what they have done, their crimes that they have done to the children of Israel. You understand? Why are you being sad and shamed? You ain't done nothing. You understand? You ain't done nothing to them. This is all about what they are doing against the Most High. You understand? You just in the way. We trying to teach you to get out of the way so the Lord can judge this man and the heathens that are round about. Keep going.
And verse 8. But ye, O mountains of Israel, ye shall shoot forth your branches and yield your fruit to my people of Israel.
We're going to shoot forth our branches and yield that fruit. You understand? That fruit on that tree in the midst of the garden. You understand? In Revelations, okay? It's going to feed everybody, okay? It's going to have wisdom and knowledge on that fruit and on them branches, coming off them branches. Keep going.
For they are at hand to come.
We are at hand to come and be the rulers over this earth, okay? Read on.
Ezekiel 36 and verse 9. For behold, I am for you.
Listen, the Lord is for us, okay?
And I will turn unto you, and ye shall be tilled and sown.
You understand? Get your mind right. You shall be tilled and sown, okay? What we doing here is preparing you. We preparing you. We trying to till and sow that your mind so that the Lord, you understand, can plant his seed in you, okay? So you can shoot forth those branches and yield the fruit, you understand, that are forth to come. You understand? All those that want to be in charge in your own goddamn kingdom and not his kingdom, in these heathens' kingdom, how you going to, join with the oppressor to rule over your people, you understand, with vigor, as you are as a taskmaster, and you take pride in it and mock your people, okay? The nerve of some of these Negroes, they got to pay. Keep going.
Ezekiel 36 and verse 10. And I will multiply men upon you.
I ain't worried. The Lord gonna give his increase, and he gonna multiply men upon this place. He gonna bring them in the Baltimore in droves this summer. Okay? This spring and this summer, you're going to see a new thing in the earth. Okay? I'm gonna stand with the Most High. He gonna multiply men upon us. Okay? Keep going.
All the house of Israel, even all of it, and the cities shall be inhabited, and the waste shall be builded.
You understand? We ain't got much, but we got enough to build up the waste until, you understand, the Lord recognize his people and his house. You understand? That's all that's necessary. It don't take much, a little bit of elbow grease. You understand? Ask the Lord to teach your hands how to war. Okay? That's what you should be doing. Okay? It's very simple. Pick the book up and read the book and get the understanding from the prophets of the Lord. Keep going.
And verse 11. And I will multiply upon you man and beast.
You understand? Man and beast. Okay? I had to take me a little break earlier. I had to take me a little break. I'm taking a break right now. I'm going, you understand? I'm fasting, you understand? I'm going to do a little fast. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to fast unto the Lord. You understand? Take this time to do something for yourself, you understand, concerning your people and for the Lord. Put down the bottle, you understand? Put down the blunt. Put down the hoe, you understand? Put down the food, you understand? Put down the cigarettes, okay? So that the Lord can increase us and bring us fruit in this matter, okay? Read on.
And I will settle you after. So like it. And they shall increase and bring fruit, and I will settle you after your old estate.
You understand? We need the old paths. We need the old paths back. Okay, that's what the problem is. We trying to get new. You understand? It ain't nothing new, but we need to seek the old paths because it says that wisdom and knowledge should be the stability of our times. Right? You understand? But you trying to do something new all the time, following behind the so-called white man, right? In Jeremiah 6 and 16, it says, Thus saith the Lord, stand ye in the way and see and ask for the old paths, where is the good way, and walk therein, and ye shall find rest for your souls. But they said, we will not walk therein. Okay? That's what was holding us up. That's what's holding the Lord up from blessing us and increasing us. Okay? We asking for the wrong things. We need to build up these and get back our old estates. You understand? The old paths that we need. Thus saith the Most High. Keep going.
And will do better unto you than at your beginnings.
Shit, we got a blessing coming. We got something that's far greater than this stinking kingdom that they done squeezed out of us our blood, our sweat, and our tears, okay? We got something way better than this that's on the forefront if we would just turn back to the Lord. Keep going.
And ye shall know that I am the Most High.
You're going to know the Most High in that day, but you got to turn to him right now, okay? Keep going. Any more? Keep going.
And verse 12. Yea, I will cause men to walk upon you, even my people Israel.
Oops. Keep going.
And they shall possess thee, and thou shalt be their inheritance, and thou shalt no more henceforth bereave them of men.
You understand? In that day, our mighty men will be untouchable. Our children will be untouchable. Our sisters and daughters and mothers will be untouchable. You understand? You're going to lose sons and daughters in that day, in 1 hour. That's what's going to happen to you when the Lord come through. Read on.
Come. Thus saith the Lord, thus saith the Most High Power, because they say unto you, thou land devourest up men, and have bereaved thy nations. Bereaved. Salakia, and have bereaved thy nations.
Keep going.
Verse 14, therefore thou shalt devour men no more, neither bereave thy nations any more, saith the Most High Power.
He gonna right all the wrongs that these nations and how they destroyed us and our men for so long. Keep going.
Neither will I cause men to bear in thee the shame of the heathen any more.
Hear in thee. Neither will I cause men to hear in thee the shame of the heathen anymore. Okay? You ain't gonna hear us, you understand, discussing evil amongst ourselves, you understand, about going to join and follow behind the heathen. They ain't gonna hear that no more. Neither will I cause men to hear in you the shame of the heathen. You understand? You ain't gonna find us, see us eating shrimp, crab, and lobster. You understand? Making whores about our daughters and stuff like that. That ain't gonna happen no more. They ain't gonna see it in us. They're gonna see a holy and righteous nation. Keep going.
Neither shalt thou cause thy nations to fall anymore.
They not gonna make us fall anymore. Have they stumbled that they should fall? Hell no. You understand? This is just a temporary thing. We're going to get back on our feet and stand up as men and serve the Lord. Keep going.
Saith the Most High Power. Verse 16. Moreover, the word of the Most High came unto me, saying, Son of man, when the house of Israel dealt in their own land, Salakia, when the house of Israel dwelt in their own land, they defiled it by their own way and by their doing.
We got to stop that. We got to stop defiling our land by our own ways and by our doings that we follow, serving the other nations. Read on.
Their way was before me as the uncleanliness of a removed woman.
You understand? We was like a woman that's unclean. She on her menstrual cycle and removed from the congregation or what have you. We like that unto the Most High. Okay? That's how we are. And so with that, I'm going to drop it. You understand? It's 9 o'clock. You understand? Check out Commander General Yohana on Black Watch, 9 p.m. Or I thought I saw a special edition across the line that might be coming forth as well. You understand? Until next week, Israel, we're going to say shalom from the Baltimore History and Archaeology class with myself, I am. Not commanding, but Sixth Shield General QABALAMATH. Shalom, Israel. No, you can go straight to music and cut. The what?
And a lot of some got straight so packed, I didn't even have No more than it cause pain. Something that a rebel knows very well. Can't you tell I was sent from the Lord? Got a tongue like a two-edged sword. With his